What do we?
Heart.
Hey! Welcome, bienvenidos. Welcome to another Ramble Radio, motherfucker. You motherfucker.
What I'm doing? What I'm pointing at?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what I'm pointing at?
A square.
That's also video.
It's video.
That's
It's
a
also
rectangle.
video. And this is 346.
Rectangle is also a square.
Rectangle
Square is also a rectangle.
Yes, square is also a
No,
rectangle.
rectangle is not a square.
A
square is
rectangle is
also
not a square, but a square is a rectangle, correct?
Yes, a square has to
that-
have equal sides.
I think we're
No,
going to...
I don't know.
I'm not trying to tease anything here,
What?
but we're going to need a definitive answer on that, and we might have it. Now, you think it's just you and I, right?
That's how it's been for a long
Okay.
time.
Fresh from preparing the menu on what might be canceled $100,000 plate for Rudy Giuliani Trump fundraiser. He's back! Cody Villafana, everybody! There he is!
Wow.
There he is! Hey! Hey, did you flip? Let's just get it out of the way. Did you flip?
Did you see me
flip?
in the indictment? I mean, there were like 18 or 19 people there. Was I one of them?
Not you.
No.
Not you. Wow.
There was not a 20th person.
I was
Wow.
in Georgia though the week before the indictment
There it is. See? There it is. There it is.
in that county.
Whoa, there it is. Oh my God,
we-
the deal. The deal Cody must have done. Wow.
So I can't
Wow.
comment about what I was doing there, but I
No,
was
of course.
longer.
How could you?
No.
I
How
was in the
could
Atlanta
you?
area the week before the indictment came down, and
Oh shit.
But
Hey,
what?
hold on.
I mean, I know you can't really talk about that, but what you're doing over with Tucker right now is some of your best work.
Thank you.
I mean,
Cody,
going down with Barack
incredible.
having gay crack-induced sex,
How good was that?
and then
wait,
now
but-
talking assassination of Donald Trump. I
Do
mean,
you mind,
you're-
Cody, do you mind if I ask you, how long were you sitting on those? Like, that seems like you lead with that, but yet here you are finding them in the 0 hour, it seems. You're just coming up with this brilliant, I mean, my God, that
I mean, it's been calculated for a while.
I can
Yeah,
tell.
wow.
We can tell. We can
You know,
tell.
I mean-
7-level chess. That's what you're playing.
Seven.
7-level chess.
I've been
7-level
teasing my
chess.
allegiances for months
Wow.
now, and
Smart.
no one, you guys weren't listening.
Not reading the clues.
fine.
Not reading the tea leaves.
So, so what Cody was saying is all these answers were hiding in plain sight if you would just
Yeah.
listen to the earlier rambles.
For
Hiding
sure.
in plain sight. You know, so I have a quick life news to give you guys. I proposed to Andrea and she said yes.
Wow.
So that's good. But I was
Congratulations.
Eddie wondered if I was taking a dump when I did it.
yeah.
And I was.
You were,
and
right?
she said
Okay.
yes. I said, hon, I don't know. I think I ate something funny. Will you come and look at my shit?
And you made her dig through it.
And she
Find her.
she dug through the shit. And there was. There, while digging through my shit, was the ring.
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me? I purposely had a fortune cookie printed up that said, "Will you marry me?" I ate it, and then she dug that out too with the ring.
Wow.
It was pretty.
Wow.
And dare I say, I was pretty impressed by how it all came together. I was pretty
yeah.
impressed. I
Pretty
really
remarkable
was.
That she said yes.
And,
Pretty
and she said the fact that she still said yes means she's just depressingly low on options. Is what that means. I'll take it, but that's what that means. Now,
How did you really do it?
she had finished some working, and I kind of surprised her. I was just on my knees next to her while she was on her work, and I said, "Hey,
And what retro video game did you give her in lieu of a
UN
engagement
Squadron." Do you know that
Okay,
one?
nice.
UN Squadron.
No,
It's
not familiar
based
with
on
that
Area 88, a Japanese manga, but yeah,
Okay.
anime. Yeah, but I gave her that. And,
She knew what that meant, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you
yeah,
had that
of
out.
course.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I did. Look, I had to do something stupid during the proposal, and thankfully she got it. Cody, will you catch it? I don't think Eddie will. But after I did this, I said, hold on, before you say yes or no. I just want you to know that although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands. And that got a good chuckle out of her. Cody, it's ringing a bell. It's ringing a bell for Cody. Eddie, it will not ring a bell for you.
No.
Are you? Do I give it away?
Let me hear the line one more time.
Although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands.
Oh shit.
You know this, Eddie. You'll know it too. You just won't know. You'll be like, "Oh, right, I know that."
I can't. It's right there.
Although loneliness has always been
Got
a
it.
friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your
Backstreet
hands.
Boys or NSYNC?
It's the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
I don't
Backstreet
care
Boys?
who you are or where you're from. You know, I have a question for your era, Cody.
Yes.
Because I was thinking about Fall Out Boy, and I don't know why. But was their biggest hit their most recent? That you will remember me for a century? Because
No.
I think the other one was.
I think Sugar We're Going Down was like their really big one.
Because did they have? Because I was trying to think of Fall Out Boy's impact, and did they have the biggest hit of the bands of their ilk? I don't think so. Because I think over them you have to put and I think all these bands count as the same band. If you get what I mean, Cody. Mm-hmm. It's the no question the Hey There Delilah, are you still in New York City? That was way more over than anything Fall. And then the other one is it's gonna take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the.
I don't think Jimmy World would fall under.
You don't fall under the Fall Out Boy.
I don't think so.
Who's okay? So but you get what I'm saying. If this is a Survivor Series matchup, who is on Fall Out Boy's team? Like what?
Who's
bands,
Team Fall Out Boy?
Yeah, who's Team Fall? Because this is easy if we're doing, like Nine Inch Nails. They're gonna hook up with Marilyn Manson. You might throw a White Zombie in there. Like who would Fall Out Boy? Who's in their Survivor Series? If that makes sense, who's in their team? Like, what other bands do you consider that ilk? Because I just look at them all as the same. And the funniest thing is Eddie's reaction to the "Hey There Delilah" song. It should be everyone who's over the age of 40's reaction to the "Hey There." It's just,
It's like he drank bad milk.
but it was a hit. Holy shit!
It absolutely was a hit.
But that was Cody. Was that the biggest song of your time? Of your generation?
Which
that
one?
has to have been "Hey There Delilah."
Was that your finger bang song? Was that your finger bang
Because
song?
us was based on
Anything from Jefferson Starship.
We're in. We already covered that. But was
built this city.
And then, dude, this most recent, like fucking people who are like just turning 20 now, right? Imagine the fucking money 20 years from now. How much more money Lil Nas X is going to make when Old Town Road is making the nostalgia run. Because,
dude.
Jesus, that is, I've never seen a song do that to people since Back That Ass Up or Enter Sandman. I have not seen a song just people, when that song was in, who didn't lose their fucking minds over this? So imagine 20 years from now when all those, when they're hitting the nostalgia run. Holy shit, it's going to be, anyway.
Oh my God. And he's going to be on tour doing that song.
He's set.
In 20 years.
He's already set for life. Then he's going to make sure he's extra set in 20 years. Now, so Cody, what do you think? Who would be...
Like the similar Fallout Boy?
Yeah, I want to know that first.
Like Panic at the Disco falls
Really?
under...
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know Panic at the... Would Franz Ferdinand count, or were they too hip?
I think that's too hip. I think we're talking like like Panic at the Disco or like I think a lot of people consider like Paramore in that.
That's right. That's
that
with
range.
the goth chick.
Maybe like My Chemical Romance, like that
Right.
kind of stuff.
Okay, I get it. Because the other one that I was thinking, the other group, and I had it on the tip of my tongue, and now I'm fucking losing it. But like how fuck. Oh shit, I was close. God damn it, it's gonna kill me now. I had them, Eddie. They were right there. I had
What's
like
the song?
a Survivor Series of artists, and I'm blanking now. I hit blank completely.
Well, who's Team Fall Out Boy facing?
That's what I'm trying to. You know what I mean? And I think I had it. I think I had their opponent, and I'm blanking now. It's killing me because I was like, oh, it was and then these other guys, and I had I paid so little of attention to popular
Are we talking
music.
mid 2000s?
Mid 2000s?
Is that what we're talking?
Yeah. You know, I will say this.
2005, 2004?
I think the Deftones got a raw deal being lumped in with nu metal. Is that safe to say? Did the Deftones get a raw deal being lumped in with nu metal?
Kind of.
Because they're right there, aren't they? They're right there.
There's a lot of their stuff is definitely like their earlier stuff is more
Right.
nu metal than I think they got a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, but how you come in is how you're seen.
That's
if
it.
you come in that way, you're new metal.
You
It's like
come
Green
in
Day
nu
came
metal.
in as punk rock, but they didn't end as punk rock.
They didn't. They went
Yeah.
poppier.
I mean, like that first Deftones album is definitely in the nu metal.
But then
Yeah.
White Horse is like the one where they kind of depart, right? White Horse, I think, was the
No, White Pony was their first
White
album.
Pony. That was the first one, right? So
Actually,
that
no,
was
excuse me. That's not accurate. I misspoke. But no, that I think you're right. Yeah, but even like White Pony's probably nu metal too.
yeah, probably yeah. Oh, Andrea, hold on, come in here, hon, please, if you have a moment. She just got home. I told everybody about how I proposed to you. I was taking a dump, and I said, "Hey, there's something weird in my shit at the gate, something funny." And you dug through it, and that's when you found the in the ring. Yeah, she's glowing right now. She's glowing.
I can't wait to see the
remembering
pictures.
that.
I can't wait to see the pictures.
You can't wait. Eddie can't wait to see the pictures.
You're just covered in shit, holding up a diamond ring.
Covered in shit.
I haven't even watched it.
Oh, she hasn't even watched it. This shit's all over her. She's hadn't even. We're saving that.
Went
shirt.
straight to her parents to show her
Went
parents.
straight
Mom,
to her
Dad,
parents.
look.
Mom, Dad, look what I did today. Look what I
Look,
went sifting.
look what I
through.
found in Jerry's shit.
Are you gonna like remove the toilet and have it at the wedding? Just
Yes,
as, like,
I think the toilet. Probably be the ring boy. Will be
Oh,
the
okay.
toilet.
That's a great idea.
If it
Reach
makes,
into the toilet,
right. We both. That's how we really.
and you
make
both
sure.
dig through a turd to find the
We
wedding
dig
thing.
through a turd to get our rings. Oh, fuck. Oh God. Oh God, that would be an incredible way to do it. It really. Oh God, brutal, fucking brutal, man. Eddie's still in Vegas. Cody, I'm gonna be in Vegas next week. When
In this very room,
in this
probably.
very room probably that Eddie's in. When dare I say, the boys begin their march
Oh,
to Super Bowl
To a first-round exit?
championship number 6.
we'll talk about it in a second,
Sure.
really quick, Jerry. I don't know
Yep.
if you saw the
Sure.
big Vegas news. They are putting a Whataburger on the Strip
How?
in Vegas.
How? When?
I think.
Please tell me next week.
I don't think it'll be ready
Don't
by
waste
then.
next week.
Fuck.
But I think by the fall.
Ooh, you put my hand up on your hip when I dip.
Where are
you
they putting
dip,
it?
you dip.
Where are they putting it? There's so
it
much
said-
construction right now on the Strip, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
It says it's situated adjoining the Waldorf Astoria.
The Dorf. Wow.
It's a 2-story restaurant co-located with Perry's Pizza. 24/7, of course.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna make a killing.
dude. Actually, it's better that I go next year because the line is going to be insane for like 5 months.
Yeah,
It will be. Oh man. Oh, Eddie, have you been recently to a water? I don't think Eddie's been during the spicy ketchup era.
I haven't been to last time I was at Whataburger was last time I was in Texas, which was 2011.
So he has not even experienced the spicy ketchup era.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Oh, it's
I
a
haven't been there.
whole nother. Oh my God, a whole nother reason. And also something else of note is something is happening in baseball that if you told me would be happening at this time last year, I would not have believed a word you were saying. And that is that the Astros, Rangers, and Mariners are all like 0.5 games out of winning the division. And unless a massive collapse happens, all three are probably going to be in the playoffs.
And the
Which is
Rangers are
crazy.
well on their way to a massive collapse.
They almost did it. They lost 9 in a row. And then they won what? They won 2, and then they lost another one.
yeah.
And then so it's like
So they're actually in third
They're
now.
in third of
the
those
Rangers are in
three.
third. They
Yep,
were
'cause
up
they
like
lost
by
last night.
2 or 3 games
Yep.
a couple of weeks ago, and now they're in third.
They're third place of the 3 teams. Still might make the play. Which look, let me tell you something. After last season, I thought the Rangers needed 13 players before they were gonna make any noise. So now, even if they collapse and don't make the postseason, I just think they need a bullpen. They need 4 or 5 arms, and that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm very excited that they might actually be good for the first time in a very. It won't last because it's the Rangers. So
Well-
they're going to have their shot, and then they'll fall apart again.
The-
So they just got to get their shot.
The end of the bullpen's a definite problem. I mean, if you like last night, Chapman
blew it.
hit a batter with the bases loaded to walk off the
To
game.
walk off the home run. He blew it. Chapman blew it. But yeah, so they just need some bullpen help, baby. That's it. That's it. So I'm not even expecting much. I wasn't expecting this. Last year, Cody, if I told you, yeah, don't worry, next year Rangers will be in the mix for the playoffs, you'd be like, oh yeah, sure, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
But who is, expected to be great are those Dallas Cowboys.
Those Dallas Cowboys are very much expected to be great.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. You know,
still
did
have
you hear? So how mad is Eddie going to be when we just give like 2 first-rounders to San Francisco and get Bosa? How upset is Eddie going to be when Bosa's
You
like,
can't afford that because you got Dak hanging on there on $58 million next year,
well, Jones will pay the luxury tax. He'll pay it.
and then
He'll
you got
pay it.
your Micah Parsons guy is due for a contract coming up
Oh,
real
he'll get
soon.
it. He'll get
Hey,
paid.
we had a bunch of money due to Zeke, and we let him go.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Bosa's pissed. Him and the 49ers I'll take that Trumper motherfucker.
Bosa wants money. Bosa wants like $40 million a
money.
year.
He wants cash. We'll give it to him. We'll get Jerry Jones will give it. He'll get.
You still got Mike McCarthy calling plays.
We do. But it doesn't. If you had Bosa and Parsons, I'd bring.
You're not
going to
have Bosa and Parsons. That's not going to work.
I'm just saying, what if? Because you said you still have Mike McCarthy. I'm saying, if you have Bosa and Parsons, give me Dave
Well, yeah, if you have
Campo
Mike
again,
McCarthy and the
I'm not
85 Bears
worried.
defense, it's not a problem.
You'll win. By the way,
Yeah.
Cody, a lot of people talk about the 85 Bears and how great that defense was, right? Cody, don't you agree? God, there's one defense, though. I'm trying to remember which team it was, which franchise never allowed a touchdown. The only ones to have never allowed a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'm trying to remember what fucking team it was. It was against the Dolphins. The Cowboys, goddammit. That's your best Super Bowl defense ever.
What year was
Doomsday
that?
Defense Cowboys. 70.
What year was that? Okay,
The
all
70s.
right, stop.
Not one touchdown allowed. They won 24-3 or something against the Dolphins.
Who was the quarterback of the
85
Dolphins?
Bears. Greasy.
So
Yeah.
And you know what? I think we're in good shape because I think we might be able to get Micah Parsons for a deal because I don't know if you saw this, but he recently said that his mom still pays his phone and Netflix bills.
So if Jerry just picks up the phone and Netflix bills, you can get him for a ham sandwich.
I'll throw in Max and I'll throw in Hulu Plus.
Whatever you.
But I'm saying,
Peacock, I'll get you Peacock.
But I'm telling you, why is that Cowboys defense not more lauded? Everybody won't shut the fuck up about the
'Cause it was
perfect
one
season
game.
Dolphins. The game. They didn't allow to a team that was 10-3. Let me tell you
Not
something.
compared to the 85 Bears.
I'm going to piss off Eddie so much. Cody, watch this. Watch how mad Eddie's going to get.
I'm not even.
You
No,
ain't going to
'cause
see.
You're just putting on your fake Cowboy fan thing right now. That's all.
You
You're
ain't
just doing
gonna see-
your Halloween costume of a Cowboy fan.
You ain't going to see Marino carve up the Doomsday defense like he did the 85 Bears on Monday Night Football. Doomsday defense would have put that motherfucking cokehead on the ground. You're not going to see him carve them up like he carved up the 85 Bears defense.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Can
Are you done?
Can I
Are you
say
done
one
now?
thing about that Marino game, though? If I'm
What?
not, because I'm trying, because
I'm not. Why am I
defending?
defending? I don't even like the 85 Bears. I'm not defending them.
Will you admit that the Cowboys' Doomsday defense was better in the Super Bowl?
No, it wasn't.
No
It wasn't even
touchdowns
close.
allowed. No touchdowns
Wasn't even
allowed.
close.
Steve Grogan led a touchdown drive against the 85 Bears. There you go.
Wasn't even close. Wasn't even
That's all
close.
you need. Here, let me ask you this. So, if I'm not mistaken, in the Monday night game where Marino beat the 85 Bears, didn't the Bears have a backup? I don't think it was McMahon that whole game. I remember
I don't
the
remember.
other
He may not
guy,
have been playing.
Which it doesn't matter. The defense was a defense, right?
I don't know
But
who
I'm
their
just
backup
saying-
would have been.
Fuck.
I can look
It wasn't
this up.
Flutie. It wasn't
No.
Tom Zach.
Fletcher? God damn it.
Flutie was the next year.
He
So
was
Who are you? So you're asking that game?
The backup
Monday
quarterback for
Night
the 85
Football,
Bears.
85 Bears against the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins beat them on Monday night, and mainly it was Marino played out of his mind, and they were trying. They were trying.
And the
to
Bears
save
just thought they could walk on the field and beat anybody.
and beat anyone. And
so I've got it in front of me. If you want the answer to that.
Okay.
All
right.
Do you want? I mean, so you're correct in that McMahon barely played
that game, right?
Yeah.
Was the guy's last name started with an F? It was maybe it
that
wasn't
is
Fletcher.
correct.
Okay. Who was it? Who was Eddie? Starts with an F. Do you? I bet you know this. I bet when Cody says it, Roth's gonna be like motherfucker.
I can't think of. Nope.
I don't know why I just have Fletcher ringing a bell in my head. It's not Fletcher.
Not
though.
Fletcher.
Fuck. Who was it? Who was the Bears? Go ahead, Cody. Spill it.
Steve Fuller.
Fuller! That was the guy. Because didn't
Fuller.
McMahon didn't start every game, I don't think, that year.
He was injury prone quite a bit.
Yeah.
And they didn't win. They never won because of McMahon.
He started 11 games that year.
Yeah, it was that defense and Walter Payton. That
11
won
out of 13
them games.
But wasn't Mike Tomczak Eddie?
I think he was after that. I think the next year Flutie was the backup quarterback, and then I think they got rid of him because he was 4 feet tall. Then Tomczak came in, I believe.
Because Tomczak had the reins for a minute. He was a starter, wasn't he? Tomczak?
For a second, because McMahon was hurt all the time.
Tomczak
and they tried to play.
7 games in 86.
There it is.
Yeah, 87 was Flutie because Washington knocked the Bears out of the playoffs that year, and Flutie played because McMahon was hurt.
How quick?
I think. No, it's 86. He knocked him out. That was Flutie in 86.
Flutie started
Then
a couple
Washington
games
beat him in 86, didn't you?
Yeah, they beat them in the playoffs in 86 and 87. But McMahon played in 87.
How quick did that Bears defense become unelite?
Well, they lost Buddy Ryan, first of all, after 85.
To the Eagles. Right. He goes
and
to the
then
Eagles.
They started losing players. I know Wilbur Marshall went to Washington in like 89, 88 or 89.
Right.
They started getting picked.
Guys got
I
older.
think had Buddy Ryan stayed there, they probably would have lasted a little bit longer. But Ditkin and him hated each other.
In
and
hindsight,
Dick is such a shitty coach,
right,
to begin with.
Shouldn't they have chosen Ryan over Ditka?
They probably would have been more dominant for longer. Had they said, "Look," had his head up his ass.
Right, we're firing you. We like this Trumper better than the Trumper that we have. We have
because Ditka didn't do shit after that season ever.
And wasn't Ryan the only assistant coach ever?
Really, and won, which is a lot of people never did.
Right, and wasn't Ryan the only coordinator, the only non-head coach carried off by the team after the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
they carried Ryan off, didn't they? Yeah, that was man, what a fuck you to Ditka. Those defensive players go, no, we're gonna carry Buddy Ryan on our shoulders off this fucking field.
Shows you how much Ditka had to do with that team.
Fucking zero, unbelievable. And
then he goes to the Saints and trades an entire draft for Ricky Williams. What are you doing?
Wow.
A whole draft?
1
through 8 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
For one guy?
And now now that we've talked about, your Dallas Cowboys being this season's Super Bowl champions, we got that out of the way.
It is going to happen.
What?
It's not going to happen.
We have to share the bad news with Cody. Ahsoka did not get any better after the first 2 episodes. The 3rd episode of Ahsoka, I thought was not as bad as the
filler
first
episode.
How do you have a filler episode when nothing has happened in the first 2?
They got to start moving. Like, I'm giving it. I don't hate the series. I don't hate it like you don't like it. I mean, I'm enjoying parts of it, so I don't.
Right.
I don't have the vitriol you have for it. But
here's the thing. I enjoyed.
There's parts of it that's annoying me.
But if you enjoyed Rebels, this show isn't terrible because there's a lot of winks, and that's
so many.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see a show about winks to another show. I want to see a show.
Right. And you said it best last night. You think he's just doing what? Just slow.
I think he's just slow walking everything to get to this Heir to the Empire movie.
But
everything is a build up to that.
Here's the $1 million question: is that movie even gonna fucking happen with all the strikes happening and everything?
I mean, it's getting pushed, I'm sure, but like you're literally
that's why I don't understand. Like, dude, if any one of us were given the keys to something we love as much as Filoni loves Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I would want to try to knock it out of the park every property. You get what I mean? I wouldn't try to build to something else. I would try to knock it out of the fucking park with every one that you know what I mean? That's why, like, I mean, case in point, I know this gets talked about a lot, but it's so fucking good. Winter Soldier. You can watch it and never see another Marvel movie again, and you
you're like,
can get
a great
everything going
spy
on, and it's
espionage
fucking
thriller.
great. Like, I would be trying to do that instead of just, like you said, instead of just trying to slow walk the next. No, why, dude? Just fucking make this great.
And the thing that drove me nuts about this last episode, and there was parts of it I liked, like the part we talked about that yesterday when Hera was talking to Mothma and the other senators, and she basically just dressed down that one senator.
That was awesome.
There was some great moments.
That was like a great scene in Rebels, right? That reminded me of like something awesome that would happen in Rebels.
Yes, but then like the one thing, like to me right now in these 3 episodes, the most interesting character is Balin. And we see him for 45 seconds at the end of this episode.
Of each episode, you've seen him maybe a minute. You've seen him maybe a minute and a half tops. And then the saddest part is you can't get too attached because the actor who played him passed away.
Right.
So it's like, well,
but he's the most interesting character in this series so far.
I would rather see him.
And I've seen 95% of the screen time has gone to Sabine, and I don't need to see Sabine this much.
We've seen enough of.
I know Sabine. I don't need to see Sabine anymore.
I know. Cody's more forgiving than all of us. He just thumbs up any Star Wars thing.
Well, he's got that giant Filoni cowboy hat in the other room that he wears around. Just wears just naked with his Filoni cowboy hat.
The Filoni cowboy.
Yeah.
Autographed.
Are you mad that we're saying what we're saying, Cody?
No, it's fine. I mean, I know what I like, and I know what's great, and I know when you're wrong, you know?
All right. That's fair enough. Cody, like, Eddie and I saw Ninja Turtles.
Uh-huh.
What else was out? And then, oh, God, Blue Beetle was such a stinker.
Blue Beetle.
I mean, it wasn't a stinker, but it was,
just like, it could have been
annoyed me because
good.
it could have been a good movie, and there were so many little things they could have done to make, and they didn't.
No,
but
just very generic.
If we're looking forward, like, I know Marvel's we'll go see, Eddie and I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anything until then.
There's a really funny, if you're looking for a comedy, there's a really funny movie coming out tomorrow called Bottoms.
Nice. Okay.
It's kind of like an indie, smaller comedy movie
good.
that I really liked.
Nice.
Let's see. And you're talking about stuff that's coming out soon?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of, like, what do we get excited to go see in the meantime? Like, I could give a shit about The Nun Part 2. I could, I don't.
Well, let's see.
Is that good? Was the first Nun movie good?
I didn't see the first Nun.
Oh, it's The Conjuring, or is it The Nun? I don't even know.
It's all from the same world or something like that.
Right, like it's from The Conjuring, right? But The Nun is its own.
Didn't it all start with some doll?
Yeah, something like that.
Annabelle.
Or something.
That's all the same universe?
I think.
So the problem right now is we're in like a historically really slow period where it's like we're at the tail end of summer box office and we're right before award season, and that chunk of time
it's always dead, right?
Yeah, it's never any good. So like if you look at the stuff coming out the next few weeks, nothing really great. You've got like a Haunting in Venice, which is like the third of those Orient Express movies that nobody's watching.
Is it what's his face just being like, no, I play him great, I'm gonna keep doing it?
Kenneth Branagh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, so he's just like, no, I'm really good as this guy, so fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, Expendables 4 is the week after that.
Why didn't the studios release The Machine right now instead of July 4th weekend or whenever they did it?
Yeah,
early in the summer. Like, why would you release those movies then? And I don't know.
Yeah,
so dumb.
So we're probably not going to get anything decent until October, if realistically speaking, and then we'll see what happens. Because October you'll get like The new Scorsese will come out in October.
Have you seen that yet?
No, not yet.
Do you know anyone who has? Have you heard any buzz?
It premiered at Cannes, I think, and it got
They
good
loved
good
it,
reviews.
right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I do want to see that.
That new Exorcist sequel is out in October.
What the? I know. I saw that. I was just like, I saw the poster. Like, what are they doing? Why do you need to do this? The first one is a perfect horror film. You don't need to go anywhere else with it. You've done it. 3 was good. I liked 3, but the first one. What else? It's all there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Leprechaun in Space. Why keep making them after that?
What after that?
Yeah. You peek, and then what do you do?
Wait.
Nailed it.
Did Leprechaun go to space first or the hood first?
I think he went to space, then the hood. I think.
Oh, let me check. Hold on.
I think he went to space and then the hood.
Leprechaun in space was before Leprechaun in the Hood. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
That
think.
is correct.
Wait,
Leprechaun.
what, Eddie? Eddie gets the gold ring. Look at that, Eddie.
Leprechaun 4 in space. Leprechaun in the Hood is the 5th one, and then Back to the Hood is the 6th one.
Oh, 2 in the hood. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they realize that's where the money is. Leprechaun.
That's
in
where
Hood.
the money is.
But Eddie, what a get for you, my friend.
Right.
What a victory right there. That is.
Who would have thought?
That's an all. That's why you need Eddie Pence on your bar trivia team. Because he'll be like, no, what came first, Leprechaun in space or
Leprechaun in space came
You know
first.
what's weird is that I have all these blind spots in my movie watching, but I have seen Leprechaun in the Hood.
Then that's it. Anyone complaining
Yeah.
can fuck off. Cody's a legitimate critic. He's seen Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah.
What else do we need? What do you need from the guy? Jeez,
Yeah.
did you enjoy it, Cody?
So when I went, it was this thing that Alamo Drafthouse used to do called Heckle Vision. And so what would happen was they would give you like a phone number to text. And on the screen would be people's shit-talking comments, and you could just text them in, and they would just pop up on the screen as you watched it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
It got offensive real fast.
Oh, I can
I
imagine.
can't even.
I can
Wow.
imagine.
Yeah.
Leprechaun in the Hood. What that would bring from people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, there we go. Oh fuck. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna welcome
you
back
forgot.
Cody, but there's. Control. Jesus, Eddie, I'm sorry, man.
Skeletor. I've been in Las Vegas all week. Sin City is what they call it.
Yeah.
You can do pretty much anything here except smoke weed outside. Do you have a place on Eternia that is similar to Las Vegas where you can gamble, drink outside, do whatever? Where there's no rules really.
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. You know, Eternia is known for being very conservative, very sticklery for conservativeness values, family values. But there's one place in Eternia, my friend, where the party happens. You do whatever you want. No holds barred. No rules. No complaining allowed. And that's right next to the big S's nutsack. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Right by my balls. That's where anything goes in Eternia as long as you're within 30 clicks of my nutsack. You know what I mean? Because they're big. You know, right there. So that's in a good place. Now, let's say you're worried that you've done something illegal and you were not close to my nutsack. Well, then you have to go hide in the only place big enough that the cops will never find you. That's He-Man's mother's pussy. You guys get that? Huh?
I made the mistake by phrasing the question about asking about a place. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Place.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I should have asked a different question.
Yeah.
I was hoping in the time that I was gone that Skeletor had been replaced, but
He has not, has he? Fine.
it looks like
It's-
that is not the case.
Well, you know, I'm always here
Oh, fuck.
cooking up jizz inside my meatball soup. All right, well, that probably
But-
wouldn't be any better when it comes.
No, it's a
No.
lateral move at
Yeah, I
best.
think that's. Well, Cody, where can everybody find you? Again, I'm sorry you've been off for a minute, and then
Yeah,
you come right
no,
back, and then it's this.
It's cool.
It's just, you know.
You can find me at Cinesnob Cody on X, not Twitter anymore.
X.
Cinesnob Cody on X. Cinesnob Cody on Letterboxd, and listen to the Cinesnob podcast. We're staying active with reviews. This week we will have a review of Bottoms coming up.
right.
we'll be reviewing, or I'll be reviewing at least the IMAX release of Stop Making Sense, which will be in a few weeks here.
Is the Spike Lee interview going to be part of that, or is that different?
just on the 11th, the event on the 11th that's live from TIFF.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And then in late September, I'll be covering the film festival Fantastic Fest from Austin. So check that out.
Where's that? How far is that from you? Like
it's about an hour 15
Where in
away.
Austin?
It all takes place at Alamo Drafthouse, Lamar,
nice. Okay.
and it's a film festival that does like genre stuff, like a lot of horror, sci-fi,
cool.
and then also they do a lot of like foreign films, and so
Great.
they kind of
That's
mash those
cool.
together. So
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. There we go, man. Well, they get them, and we got to fix Loquisha and Crocodile Dundee's too.
yeah,
We gotta
please.
We
Come
gotta
on,
get that
some
LaQuisha
nostalgia
verse
begging
on
going.
you.
Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus, come on. And,
We need a LCU.
Eddie?
Real quick, I'm sorry, but Eddie and look, you and Cancer Guy there. Sorry, boomers. Sorry that Hey There Delilah's a great fucking song. You're gonna fucking moan and groan. It's a great fucking song. Fuck.
Did not know he was a fan.
Wow. All right. Jesus Christ.
Didn't know we were older than him.
We know we were boomers, Eddie. Where can everybody find you? Jeez.
5 days a week, starting next week. I'll be back on the Ralph Report on Patreon.com. And then Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
Look at that. You can find me in the same Ramble places. You can find these two gents also streaming on Kick and Twitch as Retro Rocha and just on my YouTube channel. So come and find us. Love us. Have a great weekend. We're going to see you next week, but I'll be in Vegas. We're going to switch things up. I'll be in Vegas. And yeah, so that's it. There we go. So until then, stay safe. We love you all. Have a great one. Take care, everybody.